Hi guys, welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove, and this is just a little checking in. I've been running errands and I had sort of like a breakdown in my car, which luckily I was recording for you guys. I don't know what the process of this is, how it's important to me. But it might be triggering to people, and I just give you a fair warning. But I do feel it's so funny when I really, when I share something that deep and personal, there's a freedom in it. There's a kind of feeling. And it usually, I get that from journaling and other things. There's something profoundly different about this experience. So, yeah. I just realized, one thing, it's only been a little over a month since my friend died, and it's hard. It's, some days I just don't think about it, and then it hits me like a tidal wave. And I think I've just pushed myself too far, which is what I do. Though I'm better than I've ever been at it, I'm not anywhere near I need to be for my own mental and physical health. So this 25 and 25 days is super important to me, but I pushed it too far. I should have kept with the 25 and 25, but oh no, I'm at 1,000 now. And I'm probably, this is my command central here. And like today I haven't posted yet, but today will be the 12th. And I have, let's see, since I had five I haven't written down yet, but I'm pretty sure I've done 2 or 3 of them. So I'm down to just 2 more to film, which I'm going to do. And then, regroup. I'm going to do that today. And, but I went shopping and I went to the Dollar Tree. I've been watching hauls, and I don't know if I was feeling sorry for myself. I have no idea what the feeling was, and I am going to upload my clothes that I'm returning and what I kept. And I was looking at the receipt, and it was May 15th. That's the day Angela died. So I want to choose healthier ways of dealing with things. I haven't been eating the best. I haven't. So that doesn't help, right? I haven't been I have walked once, but I haven't gotten up every day and walked, which is, going to change. I know for me in general, it's better to get up and walk because I have those endorphins all day, but it's only it's 12:16 today. So I can go out, and it's a beautiful day. It's overcast and rainy, but not raining kind of thing. So I can go out and do 15 minutes, 10 minutes, just move my butt around. So yeah. And it's just, I don't know. It's overwhelming. And I know, and I don't remember what I said in my thing I recorded in my car, because it's just like total in the moment, kind of deep into pain. And I'm probably not going to rewatch it because I might feel too self-conscious and then not post it. So that's usually the trick for me, is not to rewatch it, because then usually I wouldn't repost it. I might, once it's out there and people are commenting and have seen it, watch it. And sometimes I take them down, after a little bit. But, yeah, I'm just insanely tired, and I feel like I'm 57 years tired, or maybe 157 years tired. And I do try to do too much, and this has been the way my whole life, and I'm not near as bad as I used to be because of my age, because I get tired. So today's, like I said, it's 12. I'm going to rest, think about what I want to eat. I want to do my Dollar Tree haul, and I went to Big Lots to get a steamer, which they didn't have, and found $80 worth of stuff. So, this is not easy, and I was thinking like, well, I didn't get this, I didn't get that. I mean, so many, even at the Dollar Tree, I put 20 things back. well, unfortunately, I abandoned them where I shouldn't have. But I don't mind that. Well, if you work there, you'd mind it. But sometimes I find stuff that way that someone's just decided they don't want. But so that was like 56, I think. And then, yeah, Big Lots was like 80 something. And I almost bought this like metal flower for my front door. And I have one, and I thought, well, that one's orange. I thought you could spray paint it. Maybe I want turquoise. Maybe I want whatever I have lots of spray paint. So I guess, this is the work for me, is to love myself, accept myself, be kind to myself when I'm in this spiral, maybe. Almost like being caught in a riptide, or a bad wave. You're just tumbling and you're not sure what's up and down. But knowing, being able to post it to you guys and share it is incredibly important. And like I said, I don't always want to do it with people that are in my daily life, because it's a lot of pain. And, other people are, experiencing pain. Everyone is. But I think you're a little bit removed from it, maybe it's easier. I don't know, but that's what I just said. If you're not in the place, don't watch it. Or maybe it's what you need, It's just the vein of just getting past shame. I think that you feel this way, or that I'm, one hand, really working hard and doing a good job and really thinking about what I bring in, but then I go unconscious and bring stuff in. Yeah. But those clothes just really triggered me. And, I went to the post office, so I mailed, the one I didn't keep any, well, I don't think I kept anything. I mailed all that back. And one I kept, and one most went back. And the other one I didn't get that much. And there's a pair of pants that need to go back, which I haven't done, because I need to mail something to a friend. So I'm going to actually go in the post office Wednesday. I could just drop these off. But yeah, so I don't know. I just know that shame thrives in darkness and shadows. And of course, anyone probably has read Brene Brown, her books about it. I mean, she's an expert on shame. And I think it's deeper and more hidden than I realized, because that's what just keeps coming to my head. How shameful behavior, hypocrite. And those aren't true. It's not true. It's human, very human to do this. And this is huge, to let this stuff go. And like I said, it's not, so much of my mother's coming up, which I kind of knew would happen. But I also know when I see something of hers, I think, oh yeah, she's here. That's a reminder. She's right here with me. But yeah, I mean, these are huge things to accomplish in a life, or to be aware of and make changes, true change in it. So like I said, I'm scared I'm not going to, and I'm going to live my whole life like this, like let stuff go. Then, get some money saved, and then, and I've got things to do to my house. I don't want to nickel and dime it. But to say I'm from where I was, 75% better, I'm not kidding. And there's nothing wrong with buying clothes. It's just I don't want to do it because I'm in such deep pain. I can't even cope with it. I don't even realize what I'm doing. That's the difference. I want to if I'm going to consume, I want it to be conscious and thoughtful, and not because I've been trained my whole life to shop when you feel shitty, or when you feel happy, or when you feel right. And I know, I know why we spend money at the grocery store, because there's people whose job it is, and they make a lot of money to get you to spend your money on shit you do not need, right? And like I said, I'm listening to this really good book called Make Memories, Not Clutter, or something like Keep the Memories, Lose the Clutter. And you can download it. Hopefully you all have library cards, and you can get it for free. It's on Libby. And, talking about, and he also talking about, it's like Storage in this country is like $1 billion industry. $1 billion industry. And he was talking about this one client he had that, like, say 25 years ago, she had Victorian furniture that was worth probably $50,000, something like that, $25,000. Put it in storage, paid $340 a month for 20 years, like over $100,000 she spent. And when they went to it wasn't in the best shape, and things had changed. So it was probably they sold it for $5,000, and none of that makes sense. None of it makes sense. But there's whatever these feelings that we don't process, or we're, there needs to be a revolution about feeling, and processing and understanding it. But the world profits on that. I was talking to my friend Bev, and we were it's something to do with somebody that they might have like an EpiPen of like Guerlain or something. Like if you were, I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's just like, what will happen when they do come up with something so people aren't overweight? It is $1 billion industry. Also, I have my thoughts about cancer research. If they cured cancer, and I don't even know what that means because there's so many different kinds, but let's just face it, if they cured it, companies go out of business. People lose jobs. So I don't think we'll ever cure cancer, if you know what I mean. They make money on that. So this is my evil thoughts right now. And it's real. It's a real pull. And not everyone that does this, everybody has something to deal with. And, maybe some people really came from healthy families that processed all this. But, my dad, every Sunday we would go to Woolworths and buy fun stuff for me. It got, of course, I think more when my parents separated and my life became harder. But I think that was the thing. Yeah, let's go buy junk or whatever. That for that moment is happy and fun, and I'm happy, and probably made him feel good, even though that was all bull crap and it had nothing to do with my real emotions and how hard my life was. It's like a Band-Aid. So, but now here I am, 57, doing the same thing my dad did. Which, of course he's doing the best he could do. It's just crazy, isn't it? It's just so crazy. And yet it seems like a simple answer, and it's just so complex. But yeah, so I do feel better. So at the end of that, I'm probably just going to end it with that. And because like I said, I don't want to watch it yet. But yeah, like I said, I just have more questions and answers. And I'm working hard to allow myself to be human. Because if you're too ashamed to admit, wait a minute, you are doing this, but then, and you're wanting this, but then you're doing that, which takes away from this. But if you can't acknowledge that, really truly acknowledge it, how do you change it? But if you feel shame, or you feel embarrassed, or you feel whatever negative feeling, because let's face it, it's a negative feeling, how do you move forward from it? Isn't that a bitch that you really do have to experience these feelings to move past them? Otherwise you ignore them and they're just hanging on for dear life to you. Kind of have to take it off, set it down, and examine it, and yeah, and then you have a crisis, somebody dies, you lose your job, you get sick, whatever it is, and that gets you in that moment to start maybe understanding a little bit better, but that doesn't equal change. It doesn't. But I've grown up a lot, I didn't start till I was 51, 52. So a lot with my mom's relationship kept me stuck, and I think you do get stuck at ages where bad things happen or traumatic things happened as a child, and you don't even, and I think little babies know, and you just can't articulate it. Just think of a child who just has a tantrum because they can't get out what they want, their needs are not being met, and even though you are lucky enough to have people around you who care about that and try to figure it out, the frustration of not being able to articulate it, right? And I don't think we grow out of that, really. I mean, I think what I'm going to learn from this right now and try to bring with me is that in that minute, that painful minute to try to stay present or at least understand what's happening and, guard my responses. Like, be aware, like, why are you on Amazon all the time? Or why are you looking at clothes? And of course I love to, and I've been journaling, but not this week, I haven't. But, add journaling, walking, I would, like, again, instead of shopping or eating or watching mindless television or, that kind of thing. And I know I can do it. And I know this was hard. And I didn't expect all this stuff with Angela to bring me back to truly the worst time in my life. Really. Talk about not being able to articulate or understand. And there was a lot of menace towards my mother. And we moved. I have a stepsister and she's like, you just trust me, you need to move. And we did. We moved from Maryland to Arizona. And it was hard. And my mother hated it there because it was hot. And my brother wasn't there. We were there 5 years and came back, which then was the worst time of my life. That was like 2 years I thought was awful. So, yeah. That you survive it, but I want to do more than survive. I want to thrive, right? You want to see that wave come and duck under it. But when you get caught in it, don't reach out for clothes or shopping or, I don't know. I want to reach for other things. It's just automatic, It's just so automatic to like start looking at Amazon and I don't know. I guess some of the things I'm going to do is really have a daily journal. And keep track. I need to keep track of things anyway. But then like write down, and be able to look and say, well, you bought, whatever on Amazon last week. Do you really think you need this? Like, can you wait? Just really, like seeing a parent with a kid in the library. But sometimes the kid's just emotional. And just like my dad always had this saying, when you're crabby, I'm going to put you in the tub because crabs should be in water. Maybe sometimes I just need to do that is go get in the bathtub, right? And rage against the machine there. Anyway, yeah. And I don't feel brave. I just feel like I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of pretending. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. And it does nothing but hurt us. Putting that face on, acting like everything's good. I'm fine. I'm good. When you're not, But then you don't want to be that person that, oh, here she comes. There's always something going on, right? I mean, what a mess. I can tell you right now, I feel relief from having done it and hitting that emotional. It's interesting. I usually do a lot of it in the car. I don't know if I feel safe and contained or I'm out of my element. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Like my therapist always says, if you're asking why, you're not doing the work. You're doing the wrong work, because why just really doesn't matter. How do you go forward from here? Like from this minute on. But yet I like to do fun shopping and I like to talk about it on YouTube. And if, I was just looking at, I think her name's Crafty Girl. It used to be, I don't know. She's from Texas. She just moved to Florida. I've been following her. And it's weird because there's something off-putting about her to me, but I haven't followed her that long. I was going to go back and watch some of the early ones because her filming is wonderful. She's really good at it and her editing and that kind of stuff. And she makes a living shopping and talking about it. And, and people get comfort from that or feel connected. So there's really nothing wrong with that within the context of what you do with it. Is it your whole life? You're at home and you're just waiting for some YouTuber to post. I don't know. The worst things, that's for sure. But yeah, check her out. It's and there's Thrifty Tiffany. I like her a lot too. And I just think these women who have children and have had hard lives, and I'm just so happy for all these people. It really is. Now, do you sometimes think, I see some people and I think, oh, y'all so boring. Why don't I have more people? But you know what? They all really started just doing one thing consistently. And I don't know if I could do that if I tried. But it would be nice to make extra money and pay for some of this stuff. But, then again, I don't want this stuff. I still have to deal with the stuff now that I brought in this house. And I just literally was talking about energy. But what you guys don't know is like I said, I am almost at, let me see, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, almost 38 episodes filmed. A lot. And because you're just seeing, I think today will be 11. And I did something crazy. So I got to try to figure this out. And I think I'm jumping up my cat one I just did to today because I messed something up. I don't even know now what I messed up, but I think that's what I'm doing. But it's a miracle. I really wanted to work on consistency. So like I said, I'm going to finish up filming today and tomorrow. Depends if I go in my garage or not. And get all that organized. I already have my car is packed with a lot of stuff, but I still have more to bring. And I want to, actually I think what I'm going to do is tomorrow, my last filming in my garage, I'm going to load up my car and it'll all be out. And then I need to just start living my daily life again, because I feel like everything's been about this, letting go. And I think it's cathartic and important for me. I do. But I also think I went too far, but not too far. But it definitely has pushed me. And I don't want to be all or nothing, or you're just obsessed or you're not obsessed, right? Yeah. But this did, my friend's like, you can calm down a little bit. But it's just like my brain was like, what you talking about? Oh, you got this. As I'm heading on the crazy train, I said, full of shit. Not enough. Let's stop at the Dollar Tree and the Big Lots. At least I stopped. Like my brother would give me a gift card for Ulta, and I need new like under eye stuff and a couple things. But you can't be going into Ulta right now. Number one, you don't feel physically good. All this too is when you're releasing this kind of energy and stuff, and I'm going through memories and just good and bad, and it's exhausting physically, can make you ill. So I need to smudge more every day probably, and start bringing that back into my life on a daily basis. And like I said, it's not that I'm not going to do it anymore. I'd like to, at first my brain's like, well, you can do 25 a week. And I thought, well, do I need to do 25 a week? I don't know. But what I do know is my library, which now is full of empty boxes I haven't used because they're too big. So I get those broken down and up. I'm just going to have 2 boxes. And as I go through, boom, 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 I fill up a box. When I get 25, I'll film it. Off it will go. Whether that's a week or 2 weeks, I don't know, because that won't be the point. So anyway, again, I'm okay. I'm probably right where I should be. And a lot of this just has to be experienced to move on. And it really doesn't feel good not to be nice to myself. And that's good. Very good. I was with someone and they kept saying sorry, sorry all the time. And I just thought, one, it doesn't mean anything when you say it all the time, right? It's just a reaction. Probably been told her whole life something's wrong with her, or you're just sorry for existing. I don't know, but yeah, to be continued. Yeah, but of course, those of you who want to share, you look forward to it, and like I said, this is a safe space. At least it feels that way to me, in a very unsafe world. Yeah. And little Claire's over there. She's been acting up a little bit too. Well, one, I don't know why. I mean, I'm home all the time. If I leave the house, she freaks out. Well, starting Monday, I'm back to my 5-day week schedule. And, I might take off a day here and there. But in October, my friend Beverly and I are going to go to the Outer Banks and hang out and celebrate my mom. So it's nice to have something to look forward to. Okay, well, I am going to go post now my daily thing today, and then I'm going to post this, and I might even post later. I've been doing some going through my books, my art stuff. I might do that. I don't know. But for sure, I'm getting to 1,000 things. And it is like June 30, so it's 30 days and then 10 more days, right? So it's actually, I think July 10th is when it will be the last one in the series, but not last one I'm doing. Okay. You guys, thank you. And if you're new, yeah, welcome. And of course, my True Blues, I appreciate you a lot. And it is important in this world to know we're not alone. We're not alone. And, you know, I think I have people who think, well, the people I meet on YouTube in a way don't exist. But for me, that's not true. It's not true. I mean, everyone meets through the internet now, right? You know? We'll see. Who was it? Was it Gail? Did you say in one of my comments, I haven't responded, like, single, ready to mingle? Or was it Gina? Barbara, I don't remember, but oh my God, yes. I think a little bit more work to do before I pursue that, but oh yeah, on the horizon. And I hope I'm getting to a point where I'll attract the kind of person that, you know, I am. Like, you know, I think that's the reason I've never had a really significant relationship, is I would attract this big hot mess. And one was enough for me, and another and my mother. That was enough for me. So we'll see. You all ready to live through that? Okay, guys, thank you so much. And again, just skip the next part if you're like not in that kind of place, or, you know, maybe it wasn't as bad as I just hallucinated it or something. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you more than you can imagine. Truly, I'm lucky. I feel blessed. It's real and it's important. And yeah, that energy lifts me. So thank you, guys. And I'll see you soon. Hey guys, I am gonna not scream because this thing is a piece of crap. Okay. I'm at Big Lots, which I haven't been to since my mother died. No, that's not true. There's a woman I was helping and I came here and got her stuff. But yeah, I just was at Dollar Tree. And yeah, I'm tired. I really need to go to the Home Depot. We'll see. And I need to go to the post office, and I want to go to Ulta. Okay, so wish me luck. I'll try to film a little bit. I feel really weird. I filmed at Michael's. I'm trying to figure out how to do a voiceover. It just can't be that hard, right? Can't be. And why am I going into the Big Lots? I want a hand steamer for my clothes. And I don't know. That's pretty much what I want. And just snoop around, see what's out there that I feel like I need, that I don't, and don't want to bring in my house. I think a lot of it, I'm tired, and I feel, and I'm almost to 1,000 things I've let go. Yeah. And this was a special event, you know, this is tiresome, and it's just, I think it's emotional too, no matter what. I'm coming across stuff of my mom's. And Angela. It's a little bit harder that way. And I'm exhausted right now. But anyway, going in. I've been in my house for 2 days. I thought I just need to get out. And it's not a bad day. It's kind of rainy. It's still early. And hopefully I suck it up and I'll go to Home Depot. I need a hose. And I need a lock for my locker at work. So, yeah. All right, guys. Wish me well. Okay, guys. So I just went to the post office. I remembered I didn't have to wait in line because they were prepaid. Because when you're returning clothes, they, you know, you can pay yourself or use a prepaid thing. I still have 2 more to return. Well, 1 more to return, and then 1 box I'm sending my friend. I just wanted to put a couple more things in it. But yeah, this area right here says it's an automatic vehicle tester area. Like, whoa, what does that mean? But yeah, so I'm just super tired. And I don't know. I think that I'm listening to this book about decluttering called Keep Memories, Not Stuff. And he talks about it, that it's a process, that it can be really hard. For some people, it's not. It feels super good, and it does feel good. But it's a heck of a lot of work, right? It's an insane amount of work. And I'm just tired. So that's number one. So today I have a couple things to film. And then I'm so far ahead of the game and I want to bring my stuff to the food bank tomorrow to get it out and done, the lot. And I do need to do a few things in my garage, which I might do later, because I need to be able to park my car in the garage, and right now I just have all kinds of stuff in the library everywhere. So I'm going to do that, I think. And then, so then I'm going to, I don't know. So I just went to Dollar Tree and Big Lots and spent money on things. And I think about it now, I've spent money on clothes, right? I do need to get a hose. So my mom there's an old hose. I could try it. It's just so horrible. Now I need a new hose. And I need a lock for my locker at work. And I wanted to get some mulch for the front. But I think I can skip the mulch, because the front's, next year I can really work on the front. It's fine. But it's like that nickel and diming yourself to death, except now it's $5 and $10, $20 diming you. So I'm just feeling really tired and really upset that, I'm lying to myself. And I really want to be present with money and what I'm doing. And I don't. I just go, I don't know. It's like I hallucinate. But there's just been such stuff coming up, I can't go into the details of Angela, but let's just say it's bringing up a lot of stuff from my childhood. When my dad died, I was 17. He had leukemia. You don't necessarily die from leukemia at the time, you die from, it's the 80s. You die from like an infection, and the last time, I had a stepmother. She's gone now, thank God. A really evil person, which I didn't know about. I mean, I can't even describe. I haven't really talked about this a lot. I stopped talking about it a long time ago because I didn't want it to be my story. But there's stuff that was going on with Angela that brought literally flashbacks, like PTSD from that time in my life. I'm gonna cry. And I'm not 17, right? I should say she stole all my dad's money that was set aside for me. He made very bad decisions. Very bad decisions. So that's part of it. And it's part of the reasons why I didn't get my degree, didn't finish my degree. I think I was in my ADHD. I kept changing, but it was really, he had just talked about college, and then he left the money my mother had saved for her whole life, working part-time. It was gone. And what money she would give me, I'd go have dinner with her. And she'd talk about how much my dad loved her more than me, and other crap that I wouldn't even repeat. So basically tortured, because I was a naive kid. And I've been through so much. Because there's just still a well in me that's like naive, or that's hopeful or optimistic. Thank God. I think I was just born with it. Anyway, without going into all the details, I've been literally having flashbacks to the last time I saw my dad. And, all these pills, and me thinking, and her in charge, and me thinking something's not right. Something does not feel right. And he was gone 48 hours later, which was not what we were expecting. So anyway, so I have a lot of that darkness coming up, and which is good. It's good. I mean, because then I can heal it. I can move from it. I can be with it and let it go. Is what I'm trying to do. But I also think, I don't know, there's just so much going on, and it's just triggered in me. I don't know if you guys ever heard of EMDR. I'm really bad at that kind of thing, but it's this thing where they do this with your eyes, and you get asked questions. You go deep into this sort of unconsciousness. And I did that after my mom died. I went to a grief counselor who did that. And about 6 months into me figuring out how to manage my life, we started doing it. It took about 6 sessions till I got somewhere so deep and dark. And honestly, it must be what hell's like, is all I can say. It was like, it was like a smell. It was, oh my God, claustrophobic, not the word, but I really, it's so weird because your brain wants to control it, and because of this thing, it does something. But yeah, it was so powerful, and even my therapist was like, whoa, like this is the kind of stuff I read about in books. She's like, I'm so honored that you know, that you could trust me, and and I'm like, wow. I mean, I think now I'm still experiencing it. I want to do it again. She's hard to get a hold of, but you know, there are other people. I do that, I get attached, and then I don't want to try anything else. But I think I'm going to put it out there. Yeah, it's just and I think in the totality of my life, this is very important and it's very healing. But it's like giving birth to a baby. The pain is unbelievable. But anyway, I'm not being conscious about my money. It's like I'm lying to myself, like, oh, you can have that, or oh, you know. And all these clothes were bought the day Angela died. I was looking at when I need to return them. There was one that was later. All on that day when I felt completely out of control. So that's not how I want. I mean, it's not going to beat myself up for reacting that way. I'm not. But it's just not how I want to live my life. And it makes me scared that I won't do what I need to do to have a healthy, safe, balanced life. Yet I know the good changes I've made. I know how far I've come. Not just physically, emotionally, just all around. And how even money-wise I've come so far. But I just have these moments, you know, and I just don't want them anymore. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's so much easier to lie to yourself than deal with the pain of what you're doing. Yep. But that's what you have to do. You have to be with the pain of not doing or the pain of doing. Maybe had I not done all that, I would have some kind of nervous breakdown. I don't know. My eating can't ever be truly out of control because of my stomach, but it's not been healthy in a way that's going to make me feel better. And in my head, I want to do this like fruit thing. It's a cleanse, but it's about putting good food in your body. And just like my Vivian girls have gone wild. They just cannot stand it when I want to restrict, or it's just like I've done it my whole life, you know. And always with that was a feeling something's wrong with you. You're the problem. And I know I'm not. I wasn't. I'm not now. But in my actions, I do want to be different with it. I really do. And I probably pushed myself too hard and should have stopped for 25 for 25. It's not how my brain works, though. So, I don't know. You know, I just miss my dad and my mom and Angela and Mimi. Even my Oscar, I'm finding Oscar stuff. You know, it's just, I don't know. Does a snake suffer when it sheds its skin? I don't know. It's like getting a massage, you know, when it's painful, you know how much better you're going to feel, but I kind of like that pain, but maybe I'm fighting too hard not to feel the pain. And that's the problem. And that feels really bad. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just, I just don't know. And I do know it doesn't feel good, and I want to be different. I do. I am different. I can never give myself a break. I just can't. I'm working hard on it. And I think things that don't come easily to me, I don't like to do. I don't like the pain of not being good at something. And I think that has shut me down so much in my life that, you know, now I've got to build up a tolerance for that. Yeah, I even find myself not going to my art table, and I'm thinking, why? Just, is it like you don't know where to start, or you're not going to be as productive as you think? I don't know. I'm in my head. So anyway, thanks for being here, and I hope I'm not triggering everyone. I'm sure. I know I'm not alone, and I know these are the kind of things that somebody has said to me, "You're very brave," and I thought, no, I'm not. I don't want to hold it all inside, and I just want to release this stuff. And I don't think you can do it. I can't just say you're going to do it and do it. I think it's hard. I know 100% I'm going to feel better later having done this, whether I post it or not. But I do want to post it because I want you to know you're not alone. Even though it really feels that way. And sometimes it's just terrifying. Sometimes I'm just terrified. I've got to figure that out, how to let that go. Be terrified but do it anyway? I'm not terrified. I don't know. It's a deep, deep pain, and I have good reasons. Trust me, and I'm sure you do too. No one gets out of this life unscathed, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks for listening, and you guys make me feel not alone. Because sometimes it's really hard to have this conversation with someone that's in my life all the time, because I don't want to burden them, you know. What do you do with someone's pain like this when it's so deep? What do you do? I try not to do that. Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe this is one of the most important things I'll ever post. It feels necessary. And, you know, I'm a strong person. I really am. And I'm scared I'm going to lose my strength. You know, aging already has started that process. So it boggles my mind that I don't do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen, to not contribute. Some old man coming over here. To contribute to that strength, losing of strength. I don't know, but it is scary. Okay, guys, it's not the best place probably driving, but I think my mind was occupied, and I'm gonna get a decaf iced coffee. Yeah, okay.